more specifically a round free race, meaning whoever wins gets to move on. The other one, sadly, has to go packing.
Yes, indeed. And looks like Uncle's going to go watch the moth tutorial, so that's probably pretty helpful.
Yeah, it's kind of a tricky boss.
Yep, and Hacksaww is off and running here as we go into our Game 3 matchup. Both runners tied 1 apiece.
So I'm trying to sync the timers up.
Yeah.
That's what that was about. The legendary 20 bomb opening if Uncle gives us bombs. Because we got that 10 bomb drop from the chest. It would be kind of legendary, but let's see. Survey says, oh, we do get it!
Wow, we got it. That's amazing.
Well, seems interesting.
Very, very cool to find that. Let's see what we get here in this second little... Here, it is the fighter sword, okay.
Semi-vanilla.
Absolutely here. So, with this being Game 3... excuse me, a little bit of a cough there. I had a couple of chips before I jumped on here, and I guess something's still stuck in my mouth. But anyways, we've got into Hyrule Castle, and downstairs we go.
So it's very nice that our runners have 20 bombs at the start. Doesn't look like we don't have to worry about that when we go into Cat Creek, when we try to clear out all that goodness.
Goodness, we are going to be good on bombs for a while here, Murph. So what are you expecting perhaps tonight? Might be the trolley item. And we've already got our answer for what the uncle item is with the 10 bombs, actually 20 bombs, because it's a full refill.
Well, we already see a sword, so usually early sword kind of singles Aga in some way. Depends on if we find another sword and a lamp or a cape and a lamp.
Yeah, it will be very interesting to see what our runners end up with by the time they get out of the usual Kakariko routing here. Kind of will give us an idea of what to expect going forward, if we're going to get an Aga fight, or if we're going to dip into somewhere else. And just a 5-arrow capacity upgrade, so not a whole lot there. Though Violet did pick up a 10-arrow pull from the green guard there. That's right. Blue guard's the one in the next room.
We got Pumpkin using pot shreds on the ball and chain card, while looks like Hax is gonna just be using the fighter sword. Oh, now he's switching the pots.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to get as much as he can in there. Actually, that will help out a little bit. It'll be a little faster to use that sword. And a hook shot! Hello!
That's some hype. For our runners to find a way up to Death Mountain, that'll be good.
Yeah, all they really need at this point for that will be the first lift upgrade, and they could probably just do the dark room.
Interesting. Pumpkin was taking down that ball and chain guard with half a heart to spare.
It'll be tough here getting through the rest of this with only half a heart. Not especially because, I guess I should say, because that's going to be annoying with the beeping.
Maybe he has quarter beeps on.
That would be helpful. Quarter beeps is nice.
Luckily, these two pots have some hearts, so that's pretty good. So Hacksaw's looks like to be first to enter the sewers, but Pumpkin's just right on his tail.
Very interesting here to see what our runners do after getting out of escape. Still looking for a map. I have not found the map yet, so it's going to be in one of these next 5 chests. Could be in any of them actually because of the. Well, it has to be in one of them, but it could be in any of them in order because we have the small key already, which means it will not be in this chest. Big 20 will be in there instead.
And nice to get some cash. We're kind of low on some. We need it to quote unquote get ripped off later from the bottle vendor.
And from Zora, everybody's ripping us off.
Oh yeah, Zora, good old Zora. Yeah, Troll Rat won't be much of a problem with the fighter sword. It looks like Hax is gonna give us the first look at the free chest inside Bomb Wall. There's your map. We got the Master Sword already, and our bomb upgrade.
Uh-oh, that's not a good sign.
Yeah, I might have just commentary cursed that.
Could absolutely be pointing toward Aga. We'll have to see first what's on Lumberjack Ledge.
Yeah, and once we find that lamp, Aga will be in logic. A blue pendant in Eastern Palace, while the other two light wool dungeons are just regular crystals.
Yeah, interesting diversion here. Violet's using the lower route here. Gonna go check Mini Moldorm Cave and the swamp area, the marsh area down here first. Well, Hacksaw's gonna go ahead and skip. And for now, skip the Lumberjack Ledge and go into Lost Woods. We'll get to see what's in both locations. So we'll have probably a quicker read. Oh, there's the Moon Pearl. Okay, that's very nice. But Violet, they're using one of my favorite little techniques, the hook shot onto the chest as you're pulling the block. And Hacksaw getting a big 20 out of the Thieves' Cave here.
Yeah, nice little shortcut there. Find a $5 bill inside the dam. So we got Hacks looking at our first Kakariko trip while Violet's giving us a check on Moldorm Cave. Oops, falls down the hole. Trying to use a hook shot on that last one. Doesn't look like there's that much value in Blindside. We have a bottle of Mountain Dew inside Mini Moldorm Cave. We just found a nice rod as well.
Ooh. And Violet taking a death there.
We're gonna miss out on Ice Rod Cave. Hopefully that won't have that much value. Uh-oh. There's the lamp. That puts Aghanim in logic.
Sure does. And that's not necessarily something that our runners want to see.
Yeah, of course. Speaking of Aghanim, it looks like Pumpkin's gonna give us a check on Lumberjack. It's just a big 20. And Hax is gonna farm up rubies for the ball vendor.
And unfortunately, just a big 50 there. So I'm not getting the Return on investment.
Yeah, half ripped off there. Chicken clip there from Hacksaww.
Always a little bit of a danger.
And because Pumpkin got that bottle from Kakariko, that means he gets to route in Sick Kid on his first visit to Kakariko, while Hax has to go over the mini Moldorm cave to get it. Hax is gonna opt to check race game ledge before bombing. Interesting. It's the blue mail, and he's actually gonna pick it up.
I think that's a nice find, especially if you're gonna have to go Dark World through Aga early, because Dark World is very, very difficult to go through.
Yeah, it is. I only have 5 hearts, so it's worth picking up. Okay, looks like both of our runners are doing all the stuff that their opponent has been doing.
Yeah, not...
gonna get the.
Hmm?
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say not uncommon to see this in the early game. Usually see people kind of retrace over each other's steps.
Oh yeah. And Pumpkin getting the ugly truth of seeing the lamp inside well.
Yeah. Of course, we get to see another nice use of the hookshot glitch there, or just the block push glitch, really.
Oh yeah, having either the hook shot or the mirror trying to check damage saves a little bit of time. It's the nifty time saver. We got a Sick Kid check. This is something that Hax couldn't check early because he had the bottle.
Oh.
And it looks like it was just bombs, so not missing out on much.
No, the runner's supposed to have an obscene amount of bombs this early in the race. As Hacksaww is taking care of the... hopefully we'll pick that full fill up there. Oh, he's got a green potion. Ice rod. Heart and some more bombs. And full 25. Oh no!
Barely misses it.
Dang. I mean,
Yeah,
not terrible because he'll be able to pick up probably one later, but it would be nice to have that at some point.
Yeah, Magic Seed's full. This seed is giving us a lot of bombs, that's for sure. Okay, Hack's making his way up to Ice Rod Cave. Pumpkin died on the way up here, so let's hope for Pumpkin's sake that this Ice Rod Cave had nothing of importance. Oh, that's important.
Ooh. Picking up the hammer. That's very nice.
Yeah, that leaves us a level away from Dark World. And this might hurt Pumpkin a lot, because Ice Rod Cave is usually one of those locations that is just so out of the way, especially when he's got all those materials for Aghanim. We got a sequence break from Hax, using fake flippers to get the hobo. Nicely done.
Yep, not gonna be able to get Lazora because not a whole lot of money so far. But Hack will get Hobo at least.
Yeah, that's good. Lack of money this seed. We've seen a lot of bombs, but no money.
Yeah, kind of interesting too. We're now just a lift upgrade away from Aga being dead. And it's weird because we kind of went from Aga definitely seeming like it was required to maybe not being so much required, but of course it could still be that the gloves are not somewhere our runners can get to without going through Aghanim first.
Yeah, it's a tough call. I think Eastern and the Aegeus Caves, the only locations we can check right about now. Well, including what Hack's doing right now, because it's sequence break. And there's all the cash. It's in Eastern. Pumpkin's gonna get us this pretty nifty shortcut to get to this chest. Tuck shot. Hack's gonna miss out on Zora due to lack of money, so hopefully there wasn't too much of value there, even though it's kind of out of sequence.
Violet will have probably enough to go to Zora if they would like to. All they have to do is go into the back room there. Of even if they don't get the boat here, they can go into that back room, pick up a whole bunch of money, and be on their way to go check that afterward.
Yeah, it's very nice. Found 2 items in Eastern so far.
Yep. And we're still looking for a big key, which we know has to be in the next chest. So the third item is going to be on Armos Knights, which means...
we got the big key from the room
okay.
on the right. So we're just missing an item and a compass.
Gotcha. Occasionally I forget these things.
Yeah, it's kind of easy to forget. Just to lose track of items, especially in Swamp. There's 6 of them. Both runners going in the Eastern. Axe is just entering, while Pumpkin's probably gonna leave. Checking this item. It's a heart piece, meaning Eastern didn't have that much of value. Oh, looks like Pumpkin is going to make the play on Aghanim.
Well, you know, interesting decision here.
Now he is missing out on the hammer. There's one more item location we can check, which is Aegina. It's a slight possibility that could be the glove.
We could, perhaps, because we have the pearl, we could actually sequence break all the way up to Zora, and this is a very small and stupid possibility. I don't know if the logic would allow for this, but what if the one's upgrade is on Pyramid Ledge and the other one's on Zora?
That would just be cruel.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case. I don't think the logic would do that, because that would offer a kind of a secondary way to break the pathing. That is definitely possible in logic. Zelda mentioning is if it's possible in logic, yeah, that could. I doubt it would happen. It's probably a pretty rare chance of that happening, but if that happens, boy, that would be something, wouldn't it?
It would be. If anyone would sequence break up there, it would be a huge time save.
Okay, so it just so based on what Zelga's saying, it would just consider that the assumption is, hey, you're going to go to Aga for that first one, and not sequence break to get to the second one up at Zora. But that would be a super interesting seed. I'll have to throw that in the Plando possibilities at some point.
Nice Plando seed.
Indeed, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking there, Zelda. You could theoretically do it in reverse with the fake flipper. I just did not know if the logic when it made the seed kind of thought about that, but I guess not, and that would be okay.
Yeah, it looks like Hax was thinking Aga over there. He was gonna head up there, but then saves and quits instead. He's going to Sanctuary. He may be cashing in Sick Kid, which had nothing.
Yeah. Worst thing that could happen for Hack is, or the worst thing that could happen for Violet, is that Hack goes to Agina and finds the lift upgrade there in the chest, and none of this climb was required at all.
Yeah, and Violet doesn't know that the hammer is an ice rod cave, which he skipped out because of that very unfortunate death.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gonna take a risk here, and it could actually be a good risk. If Eka is required, this is a great play to go ahead and skip this for the moment.
Well, we get to see how many blue balls Aga's shooting. And Hax is not taking any chances. He's making the play on Aghanim. There's one so far.
Absolutely. So Hacksaww also going to be making the Ega play. Now we're just kind of counting the blue balls and waiting for a Aga down here. On Violet's side, Hacksaww will climb the tower, go through all the dark rooms here. And presumably, I feel like this is, even with that one little loose square for Hacksaww, I feel like this is probably the right play to make. You have better odds, I would say probably upwards of 90-95% that it is an Aga required scene. We'll get a check here of the pyramid ledge. Look to see what's on there. Oh, it's just a big 20. So
I think it might be the right move.
Yeah.
Big 20. Now, logic may or may not be pointing to Palace of Darkness and Catfish, because it could also point to the other side of Dark World, because we can't get over there because the hammer's in logic.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed, Quintus. We are. There's still some possibilities that it could have not been Aga required for Dark World access, but I feel like just based on what we've checked so far and what's left, as Zelga's pointing out, to me it just seems like it's more likely than not that this is the path that was intended to be taken.
Yeah, especially when we got both swords, two swords, and escape.
Both swords and escape, and a very early lamp kind of is like a very nice hint to, hey, go here. And we may be wandering around the Dark World here for a while, especially because of the fact that we have the hammer and the Moon Pearl, which are going to be very useful here in the Dark World. But if the gloves are indeed at Agina's Cave, I think it would probably be Agony Cave personified. just because that would have been an early check that would have given you progress, and doing that late is no bueno.
Yeah. Be a very, very funny reverse troll on the Seed's part. So Hax is gonna make his way into Aghanim. Violet is giving us a check on Pod. It's gonna be a double dip for him due to lack of hammer. Could be a single dip for Hax if he finds the bow in here, which would be interesting.
I don't think the one thing we've got yet is a map check. Maybe Hacksaww will check as we finish up the Aga fight at his end.
Oh, so Darkness offering all the keys. It's a key heavy dungeon, there's 6 of them.
4 in the front with 2 items, and then 2 remaining ones in the rear. So as long as you can kind of keep that in your mind, and you want to count chests as Hacksaww finishes off Aga, you can usually keep an eye on, you know, what chests you can bypass and don't need to open. Generally, one of them, and it's usually, oh, there we go, there's our check. Green Pendant is at Skull Woods, Red Pendant at Ice Palace, and it looks like the 5 and 6 red crystals are going to be at Swamp Palace and Pod, so Violet's already on the path there to getting one of those fairy crystals.
That's an interesting map check right there.
About picking up all kinds of money here. We'll have more than enough after making the trip back up to go ahead and do the Zora check later, get the big 50 as well, just to cap it all off.
Looks like we got more route diversions. Hax is gonna skip Pod for now. Probably thinking maybe he wants to skip a bow first.
Chicken Head Cave.
Yeah, Head Cave, bigger item pool.
Hey Carwin, thanks for joining us tonight. Race is very interesting. We've got an early Aga kill here required, it looks like, to get into the Dark World. A couple places were left unchecked, so we were looking for the first progressive glove and did not find it. We had everything else to go ahead and bypass Aga besides that. But both Violet and Hack went ahead and killed Aga without checking 2 locations. One of them would have been a sequence break to find a glove, which is kind of weird because that's also what we're looking for. The other one was Agina's Cave. So Agina's Cave and Zora were left unchecked.
Yep. Didn't look like Hax found anything useful in Hyde Cave, so he's gonna try to go to the other side of Dark World, maybe he'll find some better stuff. And Pumpkin, on the other hand, noped out of Pod, and he looks like he's gonna make his second trip to the Ice Rock Cave. This is gonna be very, very good for him because he's gonna find his hammer there.
Absolutely. We'll probably get the hammer and then wrap back around, do a fake flipper.
Oh, and then it looks like we found the King of Brian in Pod somewhere.
Yeah, I believe it was... I think it was one of the chests in the maze, the dark maze. But I'm not 100% certain on that.
Yeah, I think it was. X is in Alcblom's backyard, getting a few little digs for us. Find whatever the prize is.
There's the hammer for Violet. And chat confirming that yes, indeed, it was the south chest in the dark maze room that had the can of burn up.
Looks like Pumpkin might do a fake flipper. This time around, he actually has money for Zora.
Yep, not a bad play at all. Hack's gonna be going back to the Dark World here through the gate portal.
Looks like the way to get to the other side is to go for the up route with that hook shot. We also can check Catfish along the way. Oh no, we can't. We need a glove upgrade.
Yep. Still gonna need that glove upgrade to be able to get over there, but Hack will be able to go ahead and make his way over to Village Outcast here. Forgetting he doesn't have the lift, but can get over there because of the hammer.
Keep forgetting we don't have a glove upgrade. It's been a while since I actually saw a seed where we entered the Dark World without a glove upgrade.
Absolutely. So, Murph, let's put our heads together here and do a little bit of processing about what could possibly be on pedestal, because everybody likes to talk pedestal. Everyone likes to talk, oh, ped seed.
All right.
But let's kind of figure out what can be on there and what can't be on there as well. And that we know for certain that Fire Rod can't be on there because of the fact that it's going to be needed for Skull Woods and Ice Palace.
Yeah, Fire Rod's still being required for Turtle Rock, of course. It also cannot be Bow because we need it for Eastern, and it can't be 2 glove upgrades for Ice.
It can't be either glove upgrade on Ped either, because of course you need the second upgrade for Ice Palace. So that leaves us, as far as required items we still need.
There's the Fire Rod.
There's the Fire Rod.
I almost went
Vanilla
off.
Dungeon. Very nice.
I'm just away.
So yeah, that's taken care of. And got both rods now for good old Turtle Rock.
That's always good. Oh, and it also cannot be the flippers for Ice Palace.
Yep, that's correct. So that leaves us with boots, if they're required. A fetch quest item, any of the medallions.
Yeah,
Or
one of the medallions.
Key of Samaria and the flute.
And the mirror.
Oh yeah, that's right, because we are going to need mirror for Swamp Palace.
Looks like Zora just had triple boom, so Hacks ain't missing out on that much. Very expensive bombs, I do say.
They're Hyrule's finest crafted artisan bombs, artesian. Handmade with only the most natural materials.
Got a big key. We might see a possible bomb jump later if this is an item. It's just a plate of nachos. Ooh. Sorry I missed it. Oh. Oh, there we go. Third time's charm. And small key.
I believe Hacksaww going with the death warp there. Perhaps? I think so. I may be wrong.
He could technically beat the dungeon. He's got the fire rod. Right? It's just the fire rod, right?
Yes. You need a fire rod and a sword to cut through the vines to get to Mothula.
It's been a very low item dense seed so far.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting seed. As far as it's not really giving up a whole lot yet, as far as direction or.
Oh,
there we go. Well,
all right. Maybe
that answers the question. 100% aggro required because the first lift upgrade we come across is going to be in the first chest of Thieves Town.
There's your shovel. Might start fetch quests up.
And Hack's about to get the first lift upgrade. Looks like setting up for a Thieves Town dive in just a moment.
Treasure chest game just had a big giant ball of love there.
That's the best kind of thing to find. Hey, there's a book. Hello, Desert
Wow.
Palace.
Find all the items in Thieves Town. We can play on Desert. I believe that's now full clearable. If boots
Yeah.
are not locking anything.
If it's not boots locked, it's fully clearable. If it is boots locked, then we're gonna be walking for a bit.
Yeah, boots are more helpful in general because it go fast, man.
Indeed. Violet down to 3 hearts. Gonna have to get through this next section with taking as few hits as possible. There are some hearts later on, hearts and pots to fill up on a little bit, but even with the blue mail, it's gonna be a fairly tough room here in the Hellway. Just gonna need to watch it real quick. Make sure there's no oh, another heart. Trying to find
cautious.
got the
There we
anti-fairy.
go.
We can have a heart. That's nice to find. And hookshot's gonna be super helpful for this room because you've got these green lizards that do a fair amount of damage, and the hookshot just pops them real quick, like that. And there's the map.
I love it when the hook shot one hits enemies, that's for sure.
So the good news is with the hammer, we're gonna be able to get a full clear here of the dungeon. Still looking for, I believe, a compass and 2 more items.
I believe so. Maybe one of the other items is in this chest up here.
Could be. Or if it's a compass. Oh yeah, it is.
There we go.
Candace and Mario. Nice. That's
Wow.
a great dive.
Yeah, Thieves Town is a good dive.
Absolutely. So still looking for one more item. We got a lot of options here. It could be something really crazy like the bow, or it could just be a bunch of junk. There's the compass. It's on
Yeah.
blind. Whatever it is.
Gotta kill blind to get our last item.
Good news for our runners are they both have the oh, actually Hack does not. Violet does from that early pod play. Has the cannon at Burna. That's gonna make it a little bit easier to take care of blind here. Hack's gonna have to probably use just common sense and carefulness. You're doing a blind run of this game.
Blind run of this game. That's one of the puns that Blind actually says that uses her actual name. Pretty clever.
Yep.
Wow, and Pumpkin doesn't even need the can of brine.
Yeah,
It's
you
gonna
should be
quick work
alright.
with Blind.
Yeah, using the iframes from when they get hit there. It is a big 5 to finish up, but first crystal goes to Violet at 38 minutes, 40 seconds.
That's a pretty good, nice first crystal to get with an Agate Seed. Now Tack's turn to fight Blind.
Indeed. So I suspect at this point we'll see Violet go ahead and complete all of these overworld checks that Hack's already gotten to, including getting a heart.
Nice blind fight by Hacks. He's got his first crystal 39 minutes in.
It's a very nice job there from both runners. Cleanly executing Always like to see this in a game 3, and just in general, these two seem fairly evenly matched, and I've seen a lot of that so far in the bracket stages here. Even though the draw was just kind of a randomized draw via a seed and pulling names out of chests, everything has felt pretty good so far. There's not really been anything where it's felt like a huge mismatch that I've watched. Everything's been fun to watch, and there's been a lot of lead changes and trades. So good job so far on getting everything set up here. And as the tournament goes on and as we kind of thin the field out here, it's going to get even closer and even better.
Oh yeah. And we got Hacks making the play to Death Mountain. There's going to be a whole bunch of items there. You can access using the hookshot and hammer.
Can we get up the Tower of Hair and clear that out? That is a crystal dungeon, so it makes sense to go ahead and grab that.
And for any other glove upgrade, we can also check out the Dark World part of Death Mountain as well. Of course, we also get the save point from rescuing the old man, who's given us a tempered sword. That's a nice start to Death Mountain. Oh, we see the Quake Medallion blocked behind Mirror. That's interesting. So if TR is required to be opened by Quake, we're gonna have to pick up the Mirror first. Violet might be also making the play to Death Mountain as well. Alright, this is technically, some people call Hype Cave 2.0. There's the mirror! So we can go back to get that Quake Medallion. Making quick work of the Tempered Sword there to take down those mini troll arms. Got more money, some arrows. There's the Titan's Mitt. And the all-important single arrow.
Alright, so that does give us an absolute 100% certainty that AGA was required, because we needed that to be able to even get up to Death Mountain here.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Yeah, so both runners making the right call to go ahead and go to AGA. Now the only thing that could make this worse is if Agina has the flute.
Yeah.
That would possibly at this point be because we haven't seen Nagina's cave. That's the only overworld location we haven't seen yet, and that's the only possibility that could possibly not require an AGA kill for this. And I would very much doubt that.
I know.
AGA is referring to the very first Aghanim fight, which in the vanilla game you get to do after getting all 3 of the pendants. So in Randomizer, you can access it if you have certain items at different points in the game. And it's occasionally needed to be able to get to the Dark World, because you may be missing items that can allow you to bypass that fight.
Yeah, it's one of the more out-of-the-way fights, and sometimes it's not required for Rando if we find 2 glove upgrades and a pearl, or a glove upgrade, a moon pearl, and hammer.
Yes.
We gotta eat bombos to get in the Turtle Rock.
Okay, so that's important to know. There's the magic mirror, as we already saw from Hacksaww. Hack's actually going into Hookshot Cave here.
Yeah, using the Titans, if we're able to get the Dark World Death Mountain locations off our list as well.
And Violet will be getting the upgrade as well. Yep. And there's the flippers.
Yeah, flippers.
Good decision.
Hax is gonna give us the check on Tower Hera while Violet is right behind him, going back in the Dark World. The items that Hax already got. And oh, first he's gonna check the Ether Tablet, that book. And raining from the heavens, a piece of heart. Oh, Hax is leaving out Spiral Cave, but he might pick that up after he's done with Hera, if he remembers. There's a small key in that side of the basement. If this is not a big key, you're gonna... Yep, we're going to take the bathroom break. Violet's gonna give us a check on Spiral Cave, see what Hax is missing out. Yeah, it's just a big 20. Resident Sleeper Cave. Picking up the big key there from Hax. It's gonna complete the rest of Hera now.
So yeah, Violet, we'll be going over here to the Hookshot Cave, getting those flippers. And this will open up Swamp Palace completely as an option. I suspect we'll see a Tower of Hera play from Violet as well, just because it's easier to do that up here than it is to go, come back later.
Yeah, it's nice. Tie them both in the ones. Tower Hera itself didn't have that much of value, just a piece of heart and a green ruby.
Well, actually, in that case, it might even be better to... well, we'll see Violet go in here, but it might even be better to save that until the end. If only because you could, in theory, do Turtle Rock Hera back to back, and then immediately be right outside in GT. Which would be like the god play, but it's one of those things you're not going to know until you've actually got all the items out of Tower of Hera, if that was even a possibility, because there could have been progression hiding out here somewhere.
Could be. Hax gets his second crystal from Trolldorm. He can quick use the Tempered Sword there. Free sword slashing down.
So yeah, let's take a look here. We'll take a look and see what's open for our runners, as far as where they can go and what they can complete. Now, Swamp Palace and Skull Woods are both open. Obviously, Skull Woods is just a green pendant, so my assumption is that as Hack goes ahead and picks up that Quake Medallion, just in case it's needed for Misery Mire.
Yeah, it's the only use we can see Quake being right now, because we know that Bombos is needed for Turtle Rock.
I think Hack's going back to do Spiral Cave. I don't think we've seen that yet.
We have seen it on Violet's side, and it was just a big 20.
Okay, so Violet's done it. Hack has not done it yet, so Hack will be probably finishing up the routing here on Death Mountain with a Spiral Cave check.
Okay, so that's Death Mountain for now. You see where Hax decides to go next. He might be doing a swamp play because he's heading back to Link's house. And he is. We can also cash in the shovel. You haven't seen what that is yet, so that could be something. Swamp Palace having 6 items, as well as being full clearable with both the hookshot and flippers, and mirror. So this will be a nice play for Hax. Might be where the next progression item is. He's in Spin Slash there to take down Troll Worm for Violet. He's got his second crystal. Well, Swamp is also our first red crystal, the other one being Pod. Violet's gonna pick up the Quake Medallion. And he's gonna actually check Spike Cave because he actually has the can of brine to get him through that. He also has a lot more hearts than Hacks. Yeah, let's see what Hacks is gonna miss out on. Oh! That's unfortunate.
Boy. That was a bold play with the right one. Yeah, that pod dip paying off huge for Violet, being able to complete that with the can of Burna, netting a flute out of it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Violet's gonna immediately just cash that flute in. Give him fast warp. So the only thing in Swamp is, so far, is second bottle. And we're releasing our Swag Duck. And the goose is now loose. wonder if Violet is thinking going to the desert area. Nope. They're gonna do swamp as well. Alright. The two chests in the left side swamp, usually the more time-consuming chests in the game.
Yep. But sometimes there's good stuff in here and you don't want to miss it. Well, the big key showed up.
Yeah, we got the big key. Maybe it'll have some value.
Guess we'll get to see here in just a moment, because Hack's gonna go ahead and pick it up as Violet makes the play into Swamp Palace. Yes, indeed, Steed. It's actually also required, and Red Barang shows up in Swamp Palace. Yeah, the flute is required because we need it to be able to get access to Misery Mire, which is a crystal dungeon. So, flute is 100% required to complete the game.
Yeah, that's right. It's required for Misery Mire, and it'll also shave Violet some time, because we can now warp everywhere. So he does has the advantage of that as well. We've only found 2 items in Swamp so far. So it looks like these back items are gonna have possibly some value. We found the butter sword. I guess that's useful. It's not our progression, but it's gonna make bosses a lot easier now. Maybe this chest has something. Oh, there's the cape.
Well, that will help out.
Yeah, mostly the helpful items are in Swamp.
So that'll be nice for Hack. We'll be able to have the
Alright, Hax is gonna now take on Argus. No menu soft simulator today. Got that butter sword. Make it quick blow for those cream puffs.
yes, indeed. And this
Wow.
This will be really nice here. Gonna have gonna go with the fire rod straps.
Interesting. Wow.
Fire rod and spin. Double spin there. Very nice.
That was
Making
a
it look
quick Argus skill.
super easy. And getting the last item out of there.
So Swamp not having the progression, more of the helpful items like the butter sword and the cave. Looks like we got a Bombos tablet check. Oh, no. Oh, got sidetracked there. Oh, he's gonna check shovel. Oh, he's also gonna probably check South Grove as well.
And Violet picking up that not quite so useful cape.
Oh!
Hey, there's a baby shield.
Nice, dirty Babby's first shield. And he's not even gonna bother picking it up.
Indeed, and
Yeah.
this is not your flash shield there.
I think most of these top 120 runners, they like to skip out on the shields. Oh, there we go. Now we're gonna get a Bombos tablet check. We're 1 hour in, we only got 3 crystals and an Aga kill. We still need Bombos, we still need the bow. And I think that's it. There's the boots! We might need those actually for desert if there's a key on the ledge. Or a torch. We can now go fast.
Mm-hmm. Hey, here's an Aga cave check. Again, the cave check. Unfortunately, we know it's nothing that's really going to be like an early progression thing, but it could be late progression. Oh, it's just a little bit of love.
Oh, it's a love progression. That's very convenient that...
What are those?
Oh yeah. It's very convenient that those boots were there.
So yeah, boots. For those who don't know, in case we do have any people who might be new to the randomizer tonight, boots let you move really fast, like the words coming out of my mouth there, and they also allow you to break open these small rock piles.
I've never seen that praying animation from that sprite, and it's kind of cute.
It is adorable. I see it anytime that Andy has to go into Desert Palace and I'm watching his stream.
Interesting. It's like we got 2 different entryways in the desert. Axe is going the praying book animation way, while Violet's gonna do the mirror way.
Yes. So for those wondering about Cave 45, it's also called South of Grove Cave. It is a cave that you have to mirror to, that's south of the grove where you would normally find the flute in the vanilla game.
Oh yeah. Looks like both Mire and Turtle Rock are needed for Bombos. Boots were needed to get the key.
So we're at Bombos and Bow Go mode at this point. Unfortunately, Hacksaw's also got to find the flute, and we know where that is. It is in Spike Cave, which could be problematic because that might not be a check we see for quite a while. And there's the bow. Well,
there's
one
the
of the 2 items.
Where's one of them?
Indeed, and Violet's gonna have to go find the fire rod, which is in a pendant swamp palette, Skull Woods.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we're still looking for that. So that's gonna be interesting to see who checks what first. And there's a second item there in Desert Palace. So we're gonna go ahead and see both runners make their way to Land Molas. Yep. So both Misery Mire and Turtle Rock have Bombos as the required access item.
Question is, where is it?
A lot of places it could be. So without that fire rod, Violet's not going to be able to go to Ice Palace. Won't be able to go to Mire or Turtle Rock. Wonder if that's gonna make a push, possibly a push back to Pod, and then to Eastern Palace, and then maybe Skullwoods after that. I don't know. Actually, no, we don't have all the items out of Eastern Palace. The last item's on Armos. That's right.
I think so. I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, we got 2 items, and then we didn't find the 3rd one, I think.
And here we are at Landmo. Gonna make easy work with that golden sword. Gets 2 of them down. 3rd one, a little bit of trouble. There we are. And that's crystal number 4 for Violet.
It'll be interesting to see if Violet goes ahead and goes back into the portal, and then goes over to the checkerboard cave, and then we see the flute away somewhere else.
And also be interesting if Bombos is in Checkerboard Cave, because that's a location that Hacks cannot access without the flute.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna put us into no mode, with Violet having a huge advantage in that case. No, just a single green rupee.
Yeah. So both runners missing out on progression. Violet's missing out on the fire rod in Skull Woods, and Axe is missing out on the flute in Spike Cave. And both of them still don't have Bombos, so if they find Bombos and not their item, they're not going to be in go mode just yet.
Absolutely, but we will have a full reckoning of where everything is, so that will be convenient for us.
Yeah.
But not so good for the runners.
We gotta play in the pod this time around. Hacks can full clear the dungeon. Now we have the bow.
Zelda dropping that knowledge that the butter spins damage the Hinox more, and they're the only enemies in the game that happens to. Yeah, both runners going into the Palace of Darkness now. Violet's only going to have to go ahead and finish it off at this point. Well, Hack's going to be doing a full clear, looking for remaining items.
Yeah, the only item we've seen in this dungeon so far is Cane O'Brien. It's the only actual dungeon we can clear at the moment unless we find Bombos. We also have the Pyramid Fairy, that'll be open to us, so I could have it as well.
Absolutely, and here's the funny thing is, because of the order that Hack went in, that Cane O'Brien is not going to even really matter too much, because already has the magic cape, so can already go into Spike Cave.
Yeah, so Violet can make that quick play into Helmosaur. It's gonna pick up these 2 chests along the way in the process. Oh, he didn't have the big key yet, so I guess he had to get these chests.
Correct. But with the big key, that will open up an immediate walk right over the Helmosaur King.
He does have the map and compass, meaning Helmosaur is going to have an item.
Always nice to know that you're going to get something for doing all this hard work.
Oh yeah. It could be Bombos. Used to the ice rod there to hit the switch. Interesting. Looks like Hax is gonna opt to hammer Yum to get this big chest.
Not a bad decision. Oh, missed it up though, unfortunately. Didn't quite get it pixel perfect. It's not easy to do, so really can't blame Hack too much, and will kind of eschew going for the second time here. Cannot blame him. It's a tough thing to learn. The top runners, the people that that everyone's saying, oh, these will be top 8 people, they know how to do that like pixel perfect every time. Don't really even need to pause buffer too much.
Oh yeah.
But it's not easy to do because it has to be so precise.
pod did not have Bombos for us, so Bombos is somewhere out in the overworld.
Yep.
Could be Pyramid Fairy.
Absolutely, could be Pyramid Fairy. Could be the third item in Eastern Palace as well. If we've got something on Armor Knights. Oh, Violet is going to go back in. Finish clearing this
I
out.
guess
Just for, I think missed a few chests in the back there. Or maybe missed the Harmless Hellway one. Oh, missed the big chest. That's right.
Oh yeah, we don't know what's in Big Chest.
Because we didn't have that big key.
Well, we're gonna get. Yeah, we're gonna see right now.
Is it?
It's just a boomerang.
Well, shoot.
Not an item we wanted to see, but whatever.
Nah, we didn't really want. Neither runner will want to see that. That's just kind of like, wah. But Hack is going to go
Hack is
through.
making an Eastern play.
Mm-hmm. Will be very interesting to see if Violet goes and makes an Eastern play, perhaps expecting the third item on Armor Knights to maybe be
Or
something they're looking for.
I was gonna say, or maybe they're thinking Bombos is on pedestal.
Ooh, boy, that would be so mean.
But it looks like he might be doing Pyramid Fairy.
Yep.
Yep.
Can't say I blame him on this one. That's a good call.
We're gonna find out in a second. Hax is gonna take down Helmosaur in a sec.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting, using the mirror to get to the pyramid quite faster.
Just
The Dark World Warp is right here.
yeah, just good to remember that. I've seen a couple of other runners use that too. It's just a good little trick to remember that. Oh yeah, I can just walk across the original light world here.
Okay, let's see if this will put us in no mode. We got silvers and half magic.
Okay.
Well,
You know, that wasn't a bad play at all.
well, it was still kind of worth it, even though I'm pretty sure Violet wanted to see Bombos mostly, but I guess half magic and still wasn't too bad.
Could have been a lot worse.
Oh, we haven't seen Catfish yet.
No?
Could be Bombos too. I mean, the Quake medallion is there in the vanilla game, so maybe Catfish might be selling the wrong medallion, that's all. We got a Helmosaur King kill from Hax. He's gonna get his 5th crystal. We're gonna see what he's gonna do next. And Catfish.
No,
Oh, 20 bucks.
20. And flute away.
I think the next place probably gonna be Ice Palace.
Well, Violet's I think gonna go to Swamp Skullwoods. Which, if that's the case, that's a good play.
Yeah. He's gonna find his fire rod there. But I
Yes,
think
indeed.
yeah. I'm thinking in terms of where Bombos is, it could be an Ice Palace.
Heck, we might even get a ped check out of this.
Yeah, we could also see that as well. It's, usually we see that route in if we have Book and Mirror when we enter Skullwoods.
Yep. So we've got a couple of places still to check here. I don't think we've seen any of the checks yet up in the sanctuary area.
Oh yeah, we still have King's Tomb, the Punk Rocks, and we got the Graveyard Ledge, so that could be something.
Absolutely. We've got a lot of possibilities where the single item can be. We're looking specifically for Bombos at this point. Violet is looking for Fire Rod, which he's about to find in just a moment here. Walking through this door, opening this chest. Be very happy to see that. There we go.
So he's one item away from Go Mode. Hax still needs to go to Spike Cave because that is where the flute is.
Yep.
And he's gonna pick up the silvers and half magic inside Pyramid Fairy.
So now has absolutely no reason not to go check that with what he's got. And more than enough magic and more than enough health to go ahead and complete Spike Cave check. But we'll get a catfish check here, which is logically, as far as your routing, probably a quicker observance.
He's gonna stock up on potions first, which is interesting. He feels like he might make a play in the ice battles, because usually potions help a lot with Cold Stare. Now, another thing, by completing Skull Woods, we also get Shafrala as well.
Yeah, so I can see this being a completion here. Wouldn't be shocked.
Wait, so was the Fire Rod the only item we found in Skull Woods so far?
You know, I'm not too certain on that. I thought we saw 2 items, but I could be mistaken. I was
okay,
mistaken.
that's our second
yeah.
item. Shield. He's not gonna complete Skull Woods. I think yep, he's gonna check the pedestal.
All right.
Hype going. What's it gonna be? Just a little piece of love. Oh.
Yep. So, goodbye, Ped. You're not where we need to be, which means we could still see a needed completion of Skull Woods if it's on Sahasrahla. And if it's Green Pendant turn-in, we'll be coming back here. But what we do know now is that it is not going to be in any dungeon that does not have an item on a boss. Well, I mean, it's not going to be on any boss if all the items are already in the dungeon.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the closest I've seen.
You guys know what I'm trying to say.
That I've commentated.
Check of Bumper Cave here, and Hack's gonna go ahead and check King's Tomb. Both of them finding big 20s.
Yeah, they might be checking the Sanctuary at the same time.
Yeah. We may be getting rotating checks here, where one goes one way and then one goes the other way.
Yeah, Hax needs to get in the Dark World in order to check the Graveyard Ledge. He's gonna check Bonk Rocks first. Looks like it's just gonna be a big 20, so no value.
Well, Violet will have the opportunity to go ahead and check that ledge.
So, Tiger, where do you think Bombos Medallion is?
Okay, we need to do a. I'm gonna wait here for just a moment, just in case it is in Graveyard Ledge. I don't want to start doing theory talk. If it's right here, because then we'll be in Go Mode. Yeah, we're running out of options. We'll have to start thinking about.
It's not there. Hack's gonna go on the lumberjack tree. He didn't even check it.
No, he's finding it's a big 20. So let's do a little bit of theory crafting here. As Violet goes and checks King's Tomb, which we know it's not there. Can't be in Misery Mire or Turtle Rock. We've cleared out everything on Dark Death Mountain, everything on Misery Mire area outside of the actual dungeons themselves. So neither of those are possibilities. Skull Woods can only be a pendant turn-in. We've got full clears of Pod, Swamp Palace, Tower of Hera, Desert Palace. So as far as dungeons go, Ice Palace, 3 items in Ice Palace, Green Pendant Turn-In, Armos Knights, and then we've got various overworld locations still to check too. We've got all of the things down here with the turn-in and whatnot.
It looks like Violet's gonna be checking the Peg Cave. That could possibly be it. You can turn Gemurai as well, and then possibly Gary's Lunchbox.
Yeah, fetch quests in all of this area right here that Violet is doing at the moment, and looks like Hack might be heading over there too. All of this stuff is within logic and within play of possibly being Bombos.
Of course, the boots for unlocking this cave are very, very useful because you can just item dash over these pegs. Nice and easy. We'll see if it's Bombos.
Nope.
Oh.
Continue onward.
$5.
I think at this point, because of the flute advantage, definitely Violet is in the lead at this point.
Yeah, if he finds Bombos,
yeah,
he'll be in automatic go mode. Hack still needs to go to Spike Cave to get the flute.
Yep. Kind of seems to be resisting going back up Death Mountain for that. Can't say I blame him, but at the same time, you've got to know that square. He's got to know in the back of his mind that square is still available as a possibility.
So yeah, we got Gary's Lunchbox, we got Green Pendant, Armos Knights, and Ice Palace. I think that's all that's left.
We're getting Violet's stream is just frozen for a moment, but we're going to get a check here of the exact same thing from Hacksaww.
Alright, well, let's see. What's it gonna be? Oh, Red Ruby.
Oh.
Yep, looks like Hax is going to Ice Palace. I think it's gonna be there.
So for those wondering what's going on with Violet, I think it's part lag and part capture issue. I think there may be some lag on Violet's end, and there we go. A little bit. It is mostly a capture issue at this point, so that's good. We've got that cleared up.
He's in Ice Palace himself.
Yeah, so both runners are taking care of that.
Using quick spin slashes with the butter sword to take down those penguins.
So we are going to see a race here to see where's it going to be. Did anyone check Ped? We did, yeah. Violet has checked Ped. Yeah, has found that it is. I think actually both runners may have checked Ped, and they both probably know that it's not the thing that we're looking for.
Yeah, and Baggins, the flute is on Spike Cave. Hax hasn't been there yet, but Violet has. Violet's gonna be the first to enter go mode. If they find bombos first. Ooh, Hax had a little trouble with that bomb jump there.
I have it this time. There we go.
Nice, second try.
Indeed, awaiting that bomb boost to put Violet into go mode. Hack's gonna have to go back up to Spike Cave to get the flute first before he'll go into go mode.
Alright, what's in the H room? Just a piece of heart, that's item number 1.
Indeed.
Maybe this chest will have bombos.
No, it's a compass.
So one item we found so far in Ice Palace, there's 2 left. Maybe this could be it. Another key. Uh-oh. Oh no, Violet!
Oh no!
Yeah, a little fire got trouble there.
Yep.
Hax also has to be careful, he's got free hearts.
Yeah, gonna have to be really careful here. The only good thing for Violet is all the things that have been opened up and completed at this point will be opened up and completed permanently.
In the iced tea room, we got a big key. We're gonna get a reverse bomb jump of this. Oh, takes the fall though.
Yep.
It gets to open this chest instead though. And it has bombos!
We're in no mode. Violet will be in go mode very soon.
Yep, and it looks like Hax is noping out of there. We gotta hope that he goes to Spike Cave very, very soon.
I just want to say shout out to Zelda for saying that the I think it was Zelda said that the pot at the pendant Ice Palace looked very suspicious.
Oh really?
That was a perfect that was a perfect read.
That was. Well, it looks like Hax did go to the Death Mountain. He might be. Yep, he's going to Spike Cave. He's gonna be. Oh no, wrong way. Uh-oh. Oh, he's going into Turtle Rock first.
Oh no.
Thing is,
making the gamble that it's in Turtle Rock is not the gamble.
I don't blame him. The thing is, when Violet gets his bombos, he's gonna be in full go mode, so he can just go right through Misery Mire and go right through Turtle Rock.
Yeah,
assuming that we find.
Yeah, he can do Mire first, and then do TR, and then immediately into GT. So Violet inching closer and closer to go mode. It's gonna be I don't know if would say late. Let's say kind of middle of the game, maybe to mid to late game go mode here at around an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, Zelda, it is a very understandable play because Turtle Rock has a lot more coverage and a lot more items, so I don't blame Hacks for doing this decision.
8.
Meanwhile, Violet is entering
Yes.
Go mode.
VioletPumpkin is now in Go mode at just before 1 hour 30 minutes. It's gonna be 1:29:58 in the Go mode. And whoosh, away we go.
Looks like he's gonna enter Misery Mire first.
Yes, indeed.
We find just a key and a map in the spinning torch room. Or dual pinwheel room. That's the
So will we get the Godmire tonight?
Oh yeah, we get both God Mire and God TR. Be nice if we get that early Mire big key.
Certainly would be.
Nice job with the chain chomp room. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. He's got that potion. He'll be fine.
He was just hiding in that corner. Waiting for the chain chomps to go on.
Mhm.
There's the big key just sitting right on top of the spike room.
That's the Godmire. Yes, indeed.
That is a God Mire. Violet is kind of low on magic though, so he's gonna pick up his magic pot right here. There's the big key and its vanilla location, Turtle Rock.
Mhm.
We don't even need to hit the switch because we haven't hit it in the top part of Misery Mire.
Yes, indeed. It will be very interesting to see here. Not gonna see any spooky action there tonight from VioletPumpkin, it looks like.
Alright, Violet's gonna take down Vitreous, gonna make easy work with those silver arrows of Vitreous right now. Oh, oh. Oh, there we go, nice clean eyeballs.
Yep, nicely done. And getting the key for all that that hard work.
More importantly, the crystal. 50 bucks inside Mimic Cave. Alright, now Violet's gonna make his way into Turtle Rock. He's gonna go mode almost all of it. He just needs to find three keys in the, well, he needs to find 4 because the big key was trapped behind a key, a locked door, so.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like one of those keys is going to be on Laser Bridge.
Probably, yeah, the last key's gonna be on Laser Bridge here. So that would be good for Hack. Won't have to lose time on the key layout, but will lose time on the second climb. Hey, there's a mushroom.
Yeah, mushroom.
That actually could be kind of bad at this point if he's looking for. If he's looking and he thinks maybe I gotta go turn a mushroom. He needs to see this really.
I hope for Hack's sake that he remembers Spike Cave, especially when Turtlerock's almost right next to it.
Yep.
And there's a third bottle as well. Alright, time for Trinex. Uh-oh. Let's get the first head down. There we go. Get the second head down nicely. Now I just gotta take down the whole body. Easy, quick work with that butter sword. Nicely done! White Hacks. Using a spin slash and then a regular slash on Trinex. He's gonna get his 6th crystal. Hopefully he'll head to Spike Cave and not get baited by that mushroom.
One can hope.
Ooh, he's heading the right direction. Alright, nice. He's heading to Spike Cave to get his Go Mode item. The flute. He's gonna beeline to the Weather Vane to rescue his flag duck, and then make another beeline to Misery-Mire. Using the hook shot there to get for all those spikes. Now, the only reason why he couldn't do Spike Cave earlier when he was in Hera is he didn't have the Cane of Brian or anything to protect him against the spikes.
Yes, indeed.
No, come to think of it, it's actually kind of a little close race because Misery-Mire's not going to take that long, especially where that big key is placed.
Correct.
And Violet still needs to go to Laser Bridge to pick up that small key.
So will absolutely be a rush here.
Oh.
We'll be fine. He's fine.
That was a close one. It looks like Hacksaww had the audio on his stream. So I apologize if I talked over the Swag Duck music. So we got Hacks entering Misery Mire while Violet's heading to the basement of Turtle Rock. I'm thinking it's gonna come down to GT. Just right.
Absolutely could.
Mire's gonna be a pretty fast dungeon for Hacks.
Yeah, Violet's gonna have definite advantage though. Already on to Laser Bridge at this point.
He picks up the big key on the first chest, even opting to skip out on the chest on the little ladder bridge thing, whatever you want to call it. He's heading straight to the basement, and Violet immediately picks up that small key from Laser Bridge, so they're all heading to the bosses of their dungeons. So it's gonna come down to where the big key is in GT.
Yep.
Speaking of which, I'll talk more into that as soon as one of our runners pick up their final crystal. Uh-oh. Hacks hit the switch. He's used to hitting the switch from upstairs. I don't blame him.
Yeah, it happens.
You have that mentality of go mode Mire, and you ever hit the switch in the top room. I would have done the same thing. Okay, Violet's picking up their last crystal. So you know what that means, chat? Inside Ganon's tower, there's 22 chests. 21 chests and 1 item on the torch. One of those locations has a magnificent big key that these runners are gonna need to get to the top of Ganon's tower to take on Aghanim 2. If you can guess which location is that big key, well, there is no leaderboard this time because we're on ALTTPR, but you will still earn a satisfaction that you have mastered the arts of guessing where a big key is in a random dungeon.
Yes, indeed. We will ordain you as a priest in the First Church of Rando. And by ordain you, I mean we'll send you to our website where you can put your name on a piece of paper that you can print out, and voila.
Nice. Alright, so Violet's gonna head into right side first. Most runners usually do that. In chest number 1, wrong size. Chest number 2, 5 arrow upgrade. He's gonna opt to continue on right side. Interesting. No tile room just yet.
Mm-hmm.
These are one of the rooms you usually do last. The time it takes. Oh! Gets captured by the wall! Master.
Oh no. Will that change? No, he's
Hacks
gonna go back
catch
to.
up.
He's going back to the right side.
Interesting. Not even opting to go to the left side. So they're gonna pick up that big magic drop there.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, does he have enough time to get in the door? Oh no!
Does he? No. Uh-oh.
Hacks just enters GT, so we got a race
Yep.
on our hands.
We've got a race now.
A Okay, he gets it this time.
Yeah, that mistake actually cost Violet a whole lot more time than I thought.
Hacksaww will especially be in the lead if he opts to go to the left side first instead of right. And the big key is on left side.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
We're
he's
gonna
left
see.
side.
Chest number 3, red ruby. Chest number 4,
Uh-oh.
$300.
Uh-oh.
Chest 5.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. This isn't good.
No, Hack has not only made up all the time he was behind going into GT, he's now taking the lead.
Oh. Violet's not even gonna go to Armos Knights and take that gamble.
No, not gonna do the full clear. I think it's probably easier to do it this way. Oh,
yeah.
My goodness. 2 rooms behind at this point. That's.
Oh no! Wait, what's Hack's doing?
Oh, Dark Magician strats. Oh no. Hack. No.
Uh-oh. No.
Well, he'll still take a little bit more time because he had one less fall, and he'll be able to go ahead and skip the. I don't know. Maybe he decides to go full side right, and it's on Armos Knights, and we get a drag race to the finish here.
Yeah, if the big key is also in left side, if it's in the spinning torch room, the double torch room, this room coming up, randomizer room,
He's gonna feel real bad.
fire snake room, it's gonna be real bad.
Nope.
$300.
Okay, so he's not terribly far behind because he's gonna mirror out as soon as he goes ahead and opens these chests up and realizes that this was not the right play to make. And Violet actually missing the block flip there.
It's gonna continue on right side?
Maybe pick up the
Pick up
key.
this key first.
Yeah,
Alright, there we
pick
go.
up that key.
Or it could have been on Bob's chest or Armos Knights. Either way, let's find out.
Yep. Nope, we got
Red
4 more
ruby.
chests that are right here on this side. All rando room. But yeah, he's making up some time now. Going ahead and just going over
That's good.
a couple rooms behind at this point, but boy, execution here from Hack would really bring this back closer. Let's see what's
He's
in
got
random
some
room.
really good execution. Uh-oh. Oh.
Gonna be in this chest? Nope.
Oh!
Oh no.
It's in Bob's chest or Armos Knights.
Okay, so yeah,
There's
a grand there's a grand total of 5 chests left to open up, and it's in one of those 5. So we're on 18 next as the next one.
Oh yeah, 18. Oh, man, this is very
Here's the
exciting.
thing: if it's oh, he's trapped himself there. If it's on tile room, both runners are gonna have to go back and do it.
No.
I get the feeling that
Powder.
Powder. I get the feeling it is on Armos Knights. It's gonna be one of those 3 chests in Armos Knights.
Oh. Violet set Bob free. He was gonna turn him into a fairy for a sec. Alright, let's see if it's either Armos Knights or Tile Room. Let's see it.
So, Signal is telling us I did not catch up on the other matches today. Let's see here. So 18, 19, 20. This is 21. It's
no!
tile room. Oh
It's
no.
Tile Room. Chest 22.
So Signal mentioning we've had 2 ties today. Could we be up for number 3 right here?
I would just
Oh my goodness. And both runners in this case went past the key.
Violet went right past the key twice. Oh man, it came down to Tile Room Big G. Oh no! Violet got captured by the Wall Master.
Uh-oh. That's bad.
More
because
time hacks to catch up.
Yep. We need to make sure that we don't kill Murph here. Please don't kill Murphy. I need him. I need him to co-commentate with me.
man, I don't even know who's gonna win at this point.
No, I don't know either.
Violet's captured again.
Violet's gonna have a lead, but it's gonna be barely a lead at all. It's going to be a pure execution race. It might be like a 60-second lead at most.
Yeah. Violet can't even do cape glitch because of the lack of magic. So we gotta do this the legit way.
Hack's gonna be able to do cape glitch, but again, that's not gonna save really any time here because the tower room is gonna take you the same no matter what. It's just a matter of conserving health.
Yeah, and Hacksaww getting the ugly truth that the big key is in tower room. Alright.
There we go. 22.
22!
You know what? I took a look at the numbers. Nobody guessed 22.
Oh.
The person who came the closest without with an actual guess that didn't go over will be Prime Tataru had 19.
Okay.
First one to guess 19. So Prime oh no, Tataru, I'm sorry. It's just because I copied this over from raw paste. So just Tataru had 19. Congrats.
Yeah.
Tata, you did it. There were 2 other 19s as well, but those came after. From Cool Pants Guy and Bebub also guessed 19, but those were guesses after Tataru had already got that guess in. So.
All right. So Violet's gonna be the first to head up to the gauntlet in a second.
Mm-hmm.
We're using the iframes in the cannonball room, and Hacksaww just picks up his big key and he's right behind Pumpkin right now.
Yeah, it's a bit more than 1 minute. I thought it would be about a minute, but I guess my my sense was off a little bit here.
Let's see who can execute the gauntlet. Oh, this is every race in this tournament I've seen and commentated. This is the closest, and it's do or die as well, as both runners have 1 win. Whoever wins gets to move on. The other one has to pack their bags.
And Violet having a little bit of trouble there in Gauntlet. This is gonna let Hacksaww kind of pull a little bit closer. Actually falling off to get to use those iframes.
Okay, using the bunny beam to get some more hearts to take down Lambo 2.
See, a couple rooms apart at this point. It's gonna be just over a minute. It's gonna be about 1 minute and 5 seconds between the 2 of them.
Oh, Violet's having a little trouble with Lambo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice.
This is where the opportunity is for Hacksaww to make up time. So Violet going through the first door there after the Wizrobes. Actually, we'll time it off this second Wizrobe room. And a little bit of trouble there. So that's a 153.43 for the second Wizrobe room complete for VioletPumpkin. And Hack is just a floor below at this point.
Alright, he's at the first torch room. Gonna opt to use a lamp, save some magic. Taking an intentional fall, saves a little bit of time. It's the first torch room. He's not gonna pick up a magic drop, he's just gonna go straight through it. Nice.
154.18 for a Hack, so that's 40 seconds. That's a 20-second time save right now. 25 seconds, actually.
That's not even that much. Oh, he misses the bomb there on the conveyor belt. Okay, he gets a second.
Problematic at this point. That's not good.
It looks like he can skip out these chests, because we already have the 2 keys. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna get the hookshot ready for Troll 2.
154.45 into Moldorm 2 fight.
Okay.
Hack is
Whoa.
not going to be very far behind.
Okay, nice
All right,
recovery
there we
there.
go. It's
for
down.
Violet. No validation chest. I'm pretty sure Violet is on a tight schedule right now to get the seed done before Hacksaww comes. Okay, this last room.
It's
Little
about
trouble with the bumpers.
It's about 30 seconds right now. Provided the Hack has a good fight here, it doesn't fall off. This will be very
He almost
close.
fell off there. Nice. Okay. Oh, he's gonna open the
Oh,
validation chest.
was that a triple? Was that a triple from Violet? It is. Maybe it was registered as a double. It could have been.
I don't know.
Two of those could have hit too close together.
He got a double there on that one. Oh,
that was
nice.
a triple. Yeah,
that was.
It was a triple, triple, double, single.
Perfect Aga fight there for Violet. Let's see if Hacksaww can match it.
Absolutely. So they're in the same room right now, just the Aga fight apart at this point.
Oh, Hacksaww got a triple kill!
Holy cow! He's set up for a triple maybe. No, it's right.
Triple single.
That's right. So
okay, that's fine.
absolutely possibly has a double here.
Okay,
yes!
he gets a double. Nice. All right. What
okay.
is this race?
I don't know. 156.22. That first sword strike there for
Oh my God, Ganon's
Pumpkin Violet
knows what this race is. How close it is going grumble grumble.
We'll get to see here. It is still gonna be about, I think, 30 seconds in at this point.
This is so close right now.
Absolutely amazing execution here. Yeah, it's 29 seconds between the two right now going into Aga. So all pure execution at this point. If Violet executes at this point at this stage of the race, it's over. Just has to do the job. Just has to finish the job at this point.
They both have silvers and they both have the butter sword, so this is going to be quick work.
Did you find the arrows?
Only gets one shot.
Yep. Arrows.
Gets the torch glitch.
Gotta be careful there.
All right, there's two.
There's three.
You need one more hit and Violet's done.
Yep.
Nice.
Nicely done. Beautiful work.
Oh, very nice work. Wow, it came down to the big key being in tile room. And Violet finishes with a time of 157.41.
Oh my goodness.
And is moving on to the next round.
Holy cow. Violet is going
lost
to
the words
advance.
right now.
That was a fight. That was a big old fight between those two. And Hacksaw's about to finish up here.
Nicely done by Hacksaww.
Yes, very nicely done. Oh, but man, this is definitely one of the closest matches I've called.
Yeah, mine too.
All right, we've got an official SRTV done time for Hacksaww 158.25. So the final race 44 seconds between official duns. That's super close for how long for a 2-hour seed. That's a very close seed. And we had a race going up all the way up GT. Oh my goodness, that was
close in a while.
You need a moment there to calm down. Get your yourself recollected there, Murph, a little bit, so that we can get everybody in here and get them all ready.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're being informed that Violet can't join for a voice chat, but I believe we have Hacksaww on here at the moment. Hacksaww, hello, GG.
Hey, good evening, everybody. GG Violet.
Indeed, and GG Violet as well. So we'll kind of be bouncing back and forth here to do the. There's Violet in chat.
Yeah.
To do the interview here because Violet can't be in voice chat, so Violet's hanging out in our regular chat, and Hacksaw's on here, obviously. Boy, that was a race. That was a race. Hacksaww, you really clawed back a lot of time there in GT and made it very, very close. So I know you kind of came out on the short end of the stick on this one, but you put on a heck of a show, man.
Hey, thanks. I just wish I could have got through that one room after the double fire bars and Ganon's Tower a little bit quicker. That might have helped.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard us mention it, but the final gap time was 44 seconds between you two. So that was
probably about what I lost there. We could have had a tie.
Yeah, we've already had 2 ties today, so that would have been number 3. And
wow.
Yeah, there were 2 ties earlier today. I didn't get to see either of those races, but so one question we have for you: flute showing up in Spike Cave. Now, obviously, you didn't have the items necessary to go in there and finish up Spike Cave, which would have been, Magic Cape or Arcana Burna, when you were up on Death Mountain that first time. Unfortunately, Violet did. Violet did an early pod dip and found that Arcana Burna and grabbed that flute out of the Spike Cave really early. Was Spike Cave something that you had kind of in the back of your mind there, Hack, as a possibility for your flute go mode item?
Yeah, I mean, it was a possibility for an item, but it was one of those one-off locations. I was trying to grab either dungeons I could finish or places where I can get multiple items. I wasn't trying to get one-off stuff and just chew up time doing that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Just in general logic, is you kind of don't want to go flying all over the map looking for one-off locations when you could complete dungeons. And other than that, I think you guys both pretty much had everything show up in order there, as far as the items.
I was on the edge of my seat that whole time.
Oh, Signal's actually telling us that the ties happened while you guys were racing. Both those
What?
races. Yeah, both the races were going on. Wolfie and Schwartz, and yeah, on the 2 of the other randomizer channels, they were both
Wow.
racing, and they both end up with ties. So we get some game force for that. So
that's absolutely crazy right there.
It is. We almost had 3 separate ties on 3 separate randomizer channels. That would have been insane.
I think we would have broke rando history right there.
Yeah. So Murphy, anything that you want to talk to Hack and Violet about right now?
Well, I've commentated a lot of seeds in this tournament, and this was probably the closest one out there. Like, you guys were just going back and forth, especially in Ganon's Tower. You guys almost entered at almost exactly the same time, and it's sad that it had to come down to Tile Room GT Big Key, out of all things.
Yeah, after finding that flute where I found it, I knew I was probably way behind at that point, so just had to go. And then getting to Ganon's Tower and Tile Room, I was just... that was tilting.
It does. It's the Trollio locations to find GT Big Key, because it's such a time loss.
As far as Violet's in chat, so you had a couple of rough deaths there. He had one rough death there in Ice Palace, and then I think you had a Wallmaster grab you while you were trying to go through GT looking for the big key. Was there any concern in your mind that either of those incidents could have possibly put you behind at that point? Violet mentioning they thought they threw it with the Ice Palace death. You did end up completing Ice Palace and finding the Bombos medallion after Hack had found it, but Hack hadn't found the flute at that point, so you were able to go mode immediately into Misery Mire and make up all of the time that you had just lost with that death.
Yeah, and also that death on the way to Ice Rod Cave, and it just so happened to have the hammer. I kind of got a little nervous because I didn't know when the next time you'd actually check that location, but you were able to route it in, so I gotta give you kudos to that.
Yeah, it was a lot of interesting routing choices, all in all. we're kind of watching you two trade back and forth. Like you were basically just swapping places. One of you would go check something, and the other one would go check something else that the other person had just checked. How soon did you guys figure out that it was an Agaseed? I mean, you did get early lamp, early Master Sword. Was that kind of put in the back of your mind early on that this is Aga required? We're gonna have to go there eventually.
You know, I was thinking it was Aga, and then was it the hammer that we found? And I was like, you know, all it takes is mitts, or not mitts, but gloves, and it's not an Agaseed. So, yeah, I took that extra minute to go check Sick Kid. Almost went and checked Agena, thought against it. I should have just went straight to Aga. I would have saved a little bit of time there too.
Yeah, we were speculating in chat that there were possibilities of you guys both finding a glove upgrade. Or it would have been a possibility that I think one of you sequence broke into Zora and the other one did not right at the start. So the situation would have been that Zora had one of the glove upgrades and the other one was on Pyramid Ledge, so you both ended up getting him at the same time. But that didn't end up happening. Had one in Thieves Town and one on Death Mountain. I kind of hinted that yeah, absolutely was Aga required. Violet mentioning thought it was Aga by the time they'd cleared Kakariko, but still checked a bunch more since there wasn't much to do in the Dark World by then. Yeah, I think that's a fair thing, and you ended up getting the hammer and the moon pearl out of it by doing that. So that turned out to be pretty important. And look at those collection rates and those times, very similar.
For two difference in the collection rate, and trying to look at this 156.07 and 156.38. That is just insane.
Absolutely, it's a very close race between you two. You can see why this was a game 3 situation. This was a super good and super close matchup between Violet and Hack. So I guess Hack, you got a little bit more free time on your hands now, unfortunately, with the end of your tournament run. So how are you feeling, having made it to brackets, having really pushed all the way to this third game and have it be this close? You feeling good about it?
Yeah, I mean, I feel good about just making brackets. The fall tournament, I didn't make the main tournament, and then didn't even make it out of the first round of the secondary tournament. So, you know, I've improved quite a bit since then. Feels pretty good.
Absolutely.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, that's great to hear. And getting to the bracket stage, no matter what happens, that's considering we had 512 people on this at the start, and only the top 1/4 of them made it in. That's a badge of honor that you get to wear forever. That you made it in this big, huge tournament. So, indeed, congratulations on an absolutely great run, Hack, and definitely hope to see you back for the next tournament. I would assume, right?
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be back for the next. And if they throw anything in the middle, I'll probably enter that too. Let me just take a minute.
Oh, that's great.
Thanks to all you guys with the tournament, commentators, the trackers that get no love, restreamers that get even less love, all the admins behind the scene, everybody involved, players, the fans, everybody watching in Twitch. Thanks all you guys. It wouldn't be nearly as fun without everybody involved.
Indeed.
Yeah, thank you. My second tournament commentating I've been having such a blast. Still got a lot more races to go, so I'm looking forward to that. And it's been a pleasure having you, Hacksaww. Sad to see that you're going, but I'm glad that you enjoyed the tournament nonetheless, as well as VioletPumpkin for moving on to the next part of their tournament.
Yep, top 64 awaits. Violet, is there anything in particular that you're looking forward to in the next round, as far as your matchups or just in general? Now we wait. Type. But in the meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead also and suggest that you give both VioletPumpkin and Hacksaww a follow. They did a super awesome job in all three of these games, and they are more than worth the follow here. Get to see some excellent runs. Hack, do you do any more speedrun games or rando games besides Link to the Past?
Yeah, I've kind of started trying to play an MG. I'm not very good at it at all, but this might give me a little more time to work on it.
Cool. So yeah, Hacksaw. If you want to see some more Link to the Past speedrunning, Hacksaw seems to be a guy to watch out for there.
Nice.
Violet saying looking forward to some nice close races. Doesn't know who they're up against. And I guess I'll ask as well, Violet. Is there anything else that you happen to run, rando, or otherwise that you might want to just give a quick shout out about? Oh, actually, it might be. You might actually have your opponent in the stream right here. It might be unfit for real. And Hacksaw mentioning wants to one day be ACMLM. I think that's a goal for all of us. I think we all would like to be that good someday. I know I would like to be that good.
Yeah, me too.
Not currently. Violet does play entrance shuffle modes.
Oh,
That's that's an entirely different beast. It's such an interesting thing to watch because all the entrances get mixed up. So if you want to see a different take on rando, you want to see something where you might go into a cave and end up in Turtle Rock or something like that, and it's not Turtle Rock. You go into Turtle Rock, you end up in the guessing game or something like that. Definitely give Violet a follow.
Oh yeah,
entrance shuffle fun.
Especially Crossworlds. Oh boy, that is a treat for anyone that has never seen Crossworlds.
Yes, indeed.
Just
And
a warning, though, it might make your head hurt.
it might. And then if you play like regular rando, you might get confused after. If you play it immediately afterwards, you might get confused and think, why am I not going into Turtle Rock? Oh, that's right, because not entrance shuffle.
Especially it's crazy when people start doing crazy sequence breaks like Super Bunny.
Indeed. So just want to also give a quick shout out here to all the people who helped make this possible tonight. So thank you to our restreamer Iceman. Thank you to Zelda for doing a awesome job tracking for us and helping out in the chat as well as answering a lot of questions that people had. So thank you so much. And of course, Murphy, good to work with you again. Thank you so much for being my co-commentator tonight on this excellent race. I'm glad that you did not hyperventilate yourself to death there at the end. I was a little worried.
Of all the commentators, I hyperventilate a lot.
I was a little worried.
In case you couldn't.
I was a little worried. I was like, let me get my fan out. Just make sure that we keep you nice and calm here and not exploded in a million pieces. So I guess that will wrap up our side of things tonight. There's another race coming on at, I believe, 11 o'clock. I think it is JTB and Chex Human race 3. I called their race 2 last night with Tiru, and that was another great race. Watch the replay on that if you haven't yet. But if you want to watch it live, it's going to be an elimination race. It will be which channel is it on? Let me check here real quick. It's on one of the Speed Gaming channels. I know that much. I think it's on 2, but I'm not certain. Let me double check on that one. Yeah, it is indeed at 11:30 actually. 11:30 it's going to be on Speed Gaming Tool.
I'm going to watch it.
Game 3 between them with Azarel and Villagen on the call, and then there's a little bit of a lull, and Rando kicks back in tomorrow morning with Window and Genja at 8 a.m. also on Speed Gaming 2, and then matches throughout the day. A lot of really good matches throughout the day, actually. So we'll get to see that coming up here, and I'll probably be over there in the chat hanging out. I don't know about you, Murph.
I'll be on that in 1 hour.
Sounds good. So for Merv, for Zelga, for Hack, Violet, Iceman, everyone else here tonight, thank you so much for being here. We're glad you chose us tonight. We're glad you chose ALTTP Randomizer for airlines for your flight into Randoland. And as always, I like to say good night, good luck, good RNG. Thank you for being here. Remember that somebody loves you because we love you here. And we will see you next time. Take care. Bye.
Bye.